Jubilee chapter 41. And in the 45th Jubilee, in the second week, and in the second year, Judah took a wife for his firstborn, named Tamar, from the daughters of Abram. And he hated her, and did not lie with her, because his mother was of the daughters of Canaan. And he wished to take a wife for himself of the countrymen of his mother, but his father Judah would not permit him. And this the firstborn of Judah, was wicked, and the Lord slew him. And Judah said to his brother Onan, Go in to your brother's wife, and perform the duty of a husband's brother to her, and raise up seed to your brother. And Onan knew that the seed would not be his, but his brother's only. And he went in the house of his brother's wife, and spilled the seed on the ground. He was wicked in the eyes of the Lord, and slew him. And he slew him. And Judah said to his daughter-in-law Tamar, Remain in your father's house as a widow until my son Shelah is grown up, and I will give you to him to be his wife. And he grew up, but Bethuel, the wife of Judah, did not permit her son Shelah to marry. But Bethuel, the wife of Judah, died in the 50th year of this week, and in the 5th year of this week, and in the 6th year, Judah went up to shear his sheep at Timnah. And they told Tamar, Behold, your father-in-law goes up to Timnah to shear his sheep. And she put off her widow's clothes, and put on a veil, and adorned herself, and sat in the gate, adorning the way of Timnah. And as Judah was going along, he found her, and thought her to be a harlot, and said to her, Let me come in to you. And she said to him, Come in. And he went in. And she said to him, Give me my hire. And he said to her, I have nothing in my hand except my ring that is on my finger, and my necklace, and my staff which is in my hand. And she said to him, Give them to me until you send me my hire. And he said to her, I will send a kid of the goats to you. And she gave them to her. And he went in to her, and she conceived by him. And Judah went to his sheep, and she went to her father's house. And Judah sent a kid of the goats by the hand of his shepherd, and Adulamite. And he did not find her. And he asked the people of the place, saying, Where is the harlot who was here? And they said to him, There is no harlot here with us. And he returned and informed him, and said to him that he had not found her. I asked the people of the place, and they said to me, There is no harlot here. And he said, Let her keep them, lest we should cause a derision. And when she had completed 3 months, it was manifest that she was with child. And they told Judah, saying, Behold, your daughter-in-law Tamar is with child by whoredom. And Judah went to the house of her father, and said to her father and her brothers, Bring her out, and let them burn her, for she has worked uncleanness in Israel. And it came to pass, when they brought her out to burn her, that she sent her father-in-law the ring and the necklace and the staff, saying, Discern whose these are, for I am with child by him. And Judah acknowledged them, and said, Tamar is more righteous than I am, and therefore let them not burn her. And for that reason she was not given to Shelah, and he did not approach her again. And after that she bore 2 sons, Perez and Zerah, in the 7th year of the 2nd week. And immediately the 7 years of fruitfulness of which Joseph spoke to Pharaoh were accomplished. And Judah acknowledged that the deed which he had done was evil, for he had lain with his daughter-in-law, and he esteemed it hateful in his eyes. And he acknowledged that he had transgressed and gone astray, for he had uncovered the skirt of his son, and began to lament and to supplicate before the Lord because of his transgression. And he told him in a dream that it was forgiven him, because he had supplicated earnestly and lamented and did not commit it again, and received forgiveness because he turned from his sin and from his ignorance, for he greatly transgressed before our God. And everyone that acts in this way, everyone who lies with his mother-in-law, let them be burned with him with fire. Let him burn him with fire, that he may burn therein, for there is uncleanness and pollution on them. Let them burn them with fire. And you command the sons of Israel that there is no uncleanness among them. For everyone who lies with his daughter-in-law or with his mother-in-law has worked uncleanness. Let them burn the man who has lain with her with fire, and likewise the woman, and he will turn away with wrath and punishment from Israel. And to Judah he said that his 2 sons had not lain with her. For this reason his seed was established for a second generation. It will not be rooted out. For in singleness of eye he had gone and sought for punishment, namely according to the judgment of Abraham, which he had commanded his sons Judah, had sought to burn her with fire.